Alright, welcome back to Luca Food, everyone. So today I have a very exciting breakdown. This is going to be a two-series breakdown because these guys wrestle each other twice in college. And they're my two favorite wrestlers. Um, you know, Nick Suriano, he's the one who made me, love wrestling. And Austin Desanto is my favorite wrestler. So these guys, I like these wrestlers a lot. Uh, both have very exciting matches, so we're gonna go break down their first match today of the duel at Iowa, and then our next breakdown will be the Big Ten 133-pound semifinal. But yeah, let's get right into it. Here we go. I need a little bit of sound. It's a little weird having no sound. So immediately, as we always see Austin, he's just pressing forward. Sometimes like here, his feet aren't moving, but his hands are so involved that it's like it's fine. Same with Nick. Like we both know they like to be forward and moving. Nick moves laterally a lot on his toes, and Austin is very forward. Um, yeah. So what was I saying? Yeah. So I mean, this is a good matchup for both of these guys. It's like, yeah, what we pick on is there are moments where their feet aren't moving at all, like here, but their hands are both so involved that like it doesn't matter because they're just in there. We see that with Nick a lot because Nick stands pretty high, so he has to have involved hands. And DeSanto, or not DeSanto, Nick, he's doing good at just posting with either of his arms to keep Austin at a good length away. Because Austin likes to grab that over tie, or like that, grab that armpit right there, as we see with his right arm. So with Nick posting, it's keeping Austin at bay from getting that and cinching it up how he likes to. But oh my gosh, I feel a burp like halfway coming out. But yeah, um, hmm. We do see Austin not as like just attacking them as in some other matches, cause like sometimes we see in this match Austin kind of stand there a little bit, not even in the tie up. Um, but I think that's because his level of threat he has going against him, and Nick's no rookie to hand fighting, so I think Austin is aware of that and is a little more cautious per se with what he's doing. He's still doing him. We can still see him doing him. He's not gonna back down against anyone. But yeah, I feel like it's definitely not the Austin DeSanto we see in some other matches, just purely because of his matchup. But I think Nick looked fine in that hand fighting. Nick looked like Nick. Um, just kind of high up. DeSanto with a head lever. So if we go back to that, there we go. So Nick sits out, and with that head lever that we see right here, it's almost easier for Nick to get out because, yeah, as soon as Austin let go of his tight waist, that opened up all that room, and that head lever wasn't doing anything. It just like gave him something to circle on. Okay, let's go back to that. Oh my gosh, why did it mute? I'm not sure if you guys can hear the match, but I know I can. So, yeah, when we see Desanto kind of pause for a second, and he comes in, that was great by Nick, because Desanto started pressing forward. We see him start to run forward, and Nick kind of just drops under it, drops under that pressure, just grabs that ankle for the single, comes behind, gets the takedown. I forgot if he gets a ride out. Now it's just basic single leg. Watch for stalling. Was that not stalling? Huh. I thought that was a 5 second count. Caution. Who was that on? Nick. Yeah, you could see there a little bit of movement when he sat on him. Quad pod. Oh my gosh. I keep hitting the wrong button. But we see Austin go to the quad pod, which is, oh my gosh, I'm going insane. Which is like the best stand up, highest rate of at least getting to this position is so easy. He brings his arm in immediately so he can hand fight, and he got to his feet. You know, they can bring you back down, but it's quite simple to get right back up to that quad pod. See, he's back up to it. Now it's a matter of fighting hands and getting away. And he's out. Look at that. The quad pod is literally, you can just back pressure into them a little bit from that rest position. And just kind of, your feet can and hips can already go up. It's just a matter of walking your hands back to it, and then you can start fighting hands if you just get your balance and pressure right. Yeah, see, we see normally if this was any other guy, Austin would be just fighting him right now. But we see Austin a little more standoffish. Because if you watch any Austin DeSanto match, whoa, okay, who had decision? Huh? I don't know who had decision there, but it was same Austin back on bottom. Maybe his switch. No. Yeah. That was fair stall. I feel like that's Nick's biggest thing is he gets caught in those stall positions. Like he'll get like we seen that Dayton Fix match. He kind of just sits in a position where he can hold him. Like yeah, Nick kind of gets in some spots where he's just sitting there, not really advancing, kind of waiting on the other guy. Boom, quad pot again, right to his feet. Brought his hands back to him. Now he's fighting hands. Now he's probably gonna get stalling. See, again, Nick kind of just sits there a little too long. What he should do now is drop to a leg. Nick should have dropped to a leg. That way he couldn't have gotten it could have negated the stall, and he could have kept going. Donnie Pritzoff telling him to cut him. Goes optional start. Desanto's up immediately. See, now we see the storm of Desanto. Because he knows he needs to keep this match going. They both need to get a takedown. Alright, double. Desanto could, he's got the left hand on his head, in front head. See, this is the Desanto. I bet if he was wrestling like this in the first period, he probably could have gotten a takedown. But, I mean, I know how this match goes, so it's whatever. Nice little pull-in action. Pushing and pulling. Nick's backing up a little bit. Nick can't do that. Nick needs to keep pressuring forward. He got a little, let me go back to that. I feel like Nick just got a little complacent for a second. A little bit tired. I don't think he's ever wrestled Desanto before, so yeah. Yeah, that was their first ever matchup, so I think Austin kept putting the pace on Nick. Nick has never felt Austin's pace. And that's what got him the takedown. It's just pressuring. It's just pressure. Like, pressure and pace can win you matches. I think one of the biggest takeaways you can take from this match is if you learn how to have pressure and pace correctly, it can win you big matches. It can win you many matches. Like, in the beginning, we saw Austin going to pressure, but his hand fighting was a little not there, and then that's when Nick got to the leg and got behind him. But then we see late in the match, Austin keeps the pressure, and he gets a takedown, and he wins the match. What else? But yeah, it's like so many people can win matches just by having pressure and setting a pace that people can't keep up with. See, with Desanto and Bo Bassett, I'm sure that Mitchell Messenbrink, I'm sure many other wrestlers I don't know about, but yeah, these guys, they win so many matches because not only are they good, but if you set such a pressure and pace on someone and you can do it at a high level and you do it correctly, you will win so many matches or at least make them closer. So, yeah, I think that's probably my biggest takeaway from this match. My next video will be their other match at the Big Tens. And this one ends a little differently, but I think it'll be pretty exciting to go over. So, yeah. Comment what else you guys want to see, and peace.